Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk through an app I recently developed. So it's called the Focal Tabs, a time management app. So unlike the other apps, it basically lets you to easily enter any information into the app for you to analyze where your time goes. So I will just briefly walk through this app. So for the first page in the event entry, we have 3 different tabs for 3 different ways. And for example, I got a timer, a timeline, and a Pomodoro. So for the timer, I can just select, say, work, writing, and just start the timer. So timer, and just when I'm done, I can just hit this stop and log. So I need to select this is a regular session or a focus session. And this is how you enter an event. The way for you to enter is through the timeline. So basically you still select some information, say live workout. If I'm planning to work out during like this period, I can just confirm and enter this. This is very convenient. Say you want to go to the groceries shopping and commute, you can just drag a timeline and say I do this thing. Basically you just draw a timeline over this left column and you can just tap on the snap to select the resolution of this drag. Now you have a higher resolution. Another thing you can do is you can just tap on this calendar one. You can just add some URL links for you to just sync your calendar events to here for reference. For example, I got 2 blocks. Say this one about the writing, I can just use this period, so I can just enter writing like this. So it's a very convenient tool. Finally, you got a traditional Pomodoro, but I personally won't recommend this because you need the flow state to just get focused instead of just working 25 minutes and the rest. So let's go to the next page, which is the record. We got a daily view and a weekly view of the record. And use calendar to just tap a day for you to review. So basically it gives you a summary, say I have 7 events entered. 4 hours, 15 minutes of it was contributed by work 2. So you got some target progress and OKR progress. You can just set up those targets. So basically the so-called targets progress is your committed time per day or per week on a certain activity, say coding, writing, or study. Then you got the OKR progress for the planning phase, or which I will talk about that later. And finally, you got a timeline, a full list of what you did, what you entered it for this day. You can click here to expand the view. You can just click on this pencil icon to edit the stuff. Move on to the statistics. We got a very rich set of views. For example, I can just basically freely select day, week, month, or year. And I can just use this filter to select a specific type of activity. I can even long hold it to select a specific activity. What else? You got a lot of different views. For example, the daily heat map is what I like. You can just view how you commit your time during this day. If you move to the weekly heat map, you can also get a pattern. So the second visualization is just sorted missions for each activity. So basically those are all very nice charts. Besides, we can just move on to the plans. We got 3 options. So the task is a bullet journal for each day. You can choose to use it or not to use it, but I just keep this option here. Besides, you got the OKR systems. You can set up weekly, monthly, quarterly OKR. I can click the pencil to edit it. For example, I want to write book. The objective is to write a book. I want to commit 50 hours during this month, so I can edit some key results. So then after a while I can just drag on this key results evaluation so that I got a change in the progress bar, which is pretty nice. And finally you got a targets. In the target is like the time you want to commit for each activity. So if you want to be a good writer, you need to just write 2 hours per day this is how you become expert in something. This is the place where you can just set up the repetitive targets. And finally, we can just move on to the setting. You got a lot of things to set up. One thing you might find interesting is that you can just replay the activity setup. This is the animation when you just enter this app for the first time. You can select your role, and then you can edit whether to view some activity groups. So some are hidden groups, and you can just choose to open it and say let's like this. Now we got a new group called home and family, which is pretty nice. Finally, we got many widgets for you to view how you spend your day or the heat map of a certain target activity. The app is totally running on your local machine, so good privacy, no sync issue, and no account. And most of the functionalities are free to use, so I just personally won't charge for this. So this app is mostly just used by myself for me to promote my productivity and to try out some vibe coding ideas. So I just highly recommend you to use it and give some feedback if possible. That's all about this video, and I will just see you in the next one.